for Woody. If you'd like to call and be part of anything that way, it's a great way to do it. Get you on the air. If you're a little bit more shy, you'd rather do things on the text, that's fine too. Text us over to 22987. And of course, you can always hit us up with the social media at The Woody Show. You can find us on any social media platform at The Woody Show.
Hey, come on, you lazy wake up. Hey, come on, take your drums. Hey, come on, you lazy wake up.
This is The Woody Show.
All right. Interesting text that came through during the break. Says, my dad was the head of cancer research at Eli Lilly, and they theorized that we're all born with cancer, and in some of us, it eventually takes over, and there's nothing we can really do after the fact.
I've heard that theory.
I mean, it makes sense.
That you basically have it, but your body is
dormant.
just fighting it.
Yeah.
It's like how phones are built with certain features that are just never activated.
Yeah.
True.
That sucks.
I mean, that makes sense. You don't, catch cancer.
Right.
Right. I mean, it can develop, right?
Sure.
That's what they're saying.
You can hasten it with
You could speed it along.
Oh, sure.
smoking and whatnot.
Smoking.
Enhance
Sure.
it.
Yep.
Right.
Although, like you've said before, like there are people that smoke like chimneys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And never end up,
My grandfather smoked like a chimney,
Yeah.
ate bacon 7 days a week,
Yeah.
whole milk, eggs, fatty foods, prisoner of war, and lived to be 98.
Right.
Wow.
So, I mean,
you just never
there
know.
are exceptions to all rules.
Exactly.
But just live your life, man.
Yeah, you gotta live.
Well,
I'm just banking on the fact that we have so much going on with medical science, technology, cures, ways to treat and live with different things.
So by the time you get something, there'll be
Correct.
a cure for it.
with
Cure or at least keep
an
me-
effective treatment.
yeah,
Correct.
AI able to process the information faster than a human can.
Sure.
So that'd be the positive thing of AI, right?
Yeah.
As they get to know us and our bodies and what makes us tick.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly
and
right.
yet you won't answer why they would want to kill us. You've never answered that.
It's not a want. It's just like the next evolution of AI.
Because you watch all these movies.
I know.
Like all these books and movies that she's into, it's all fantasy stuff.
Right.
Right. Until it's not.
Right.
I just don't. I just wish
There's
you would
not going to
answer.
be a want aspect. There is no want aspect. It's just the latest in their programming.
to kill
not-
humans.
Yeah.
It's not AI that's going to do it. It's going to be a human programming AI to do it.
And like a misstep.
I like how she talks
And then
as if
it
it's
starts.
fact.
I know.
Look.
Just so
Because
matter
you're
of
going to be
fact.
sitting at home watching TV, and all of a sudden,
the
die
Terminator is
because-
going to break in.
So this kid that plays for
Pop your head
Texas
off.
Tech, his name is Tyler Owens.
Mm-hmm.
He was at the NFL Combine. He says he doesn't believe in space.
He doesn't believe in space.
Wait, is this also the bird guy?
In fact, he says that he really doesn't think planets, stars, or galaxies exist.
They're
He says
fooling
he's-
us all.
He said that going down the black hole of conspiracy theories, like the flat Earth theory, had him rethink what he's been taught. He says,
okay.
I'm real religious, so I think we're alone right now. I don't think there's other planets and other stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Has he ever looked up into the sky?
But is he the one that said he didn't think birds were real as well? I think so.
I'm not sure. I just kept seeing this headline about how this guy doesn't believe in space.
Well, I'm sure if he doesn't believe in space, he probably doesn't believe that birds are real as well. That they're all like
little robots?
CIA.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
That's the headline I saw.
And there's just literally billions of them.
Yeah, that'd be so hard to disprove.
Exactly. Dissect one.
Have you ever had one hit your window
Right.
and it's just dead there? And there's no circuits.
You mean purposely flown into your window?
Right.
Yeah.
That was a different
Malfunction.
guy. That
Right.
doesn't
Malfunction
believe
robot bird.
birds are real.
It is a different
It's
guy?
a different guy.
Who's that guy?
Illinois tight end Tip Ryman questions if birds are real. Tip.
Sad.
Tip is questioning.
Yeah, this is the doesn't believe in space guy's Tyler Owens.
Yeah.
Okay, they should get
He plays
together.
for
Tyler
Texas
and
Tech.
Tip.
It
Now
should-
that's a podcast I would
Hell
listen to.
yes. I'm going to listen to the heck out of that.
Maybe they can get drafted together and they can room at camp.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd
God.
be amazing.
Watch out, Kelsey brothers.
Oh, my God.
This,
Tyler and Tip are coming at
this
you.
podcast is going to crush.
Be lit.
I would listen.
So good.
I know,
Hell
right?
yeah.
Greg Gorey, what are the trending news headlines today?
Well, speaking of players, Iowa women's basketball superstar Caitlin Clark is now the NCAA basketball all-time scoring leader.
That is crazy.
Yeah, she broke Pete Maravich's all-time college record in the first of Iowa's game against Ohio State. And she set this new record just weeks after breaking the all-time women's NCAA scoring record. So now she's just simply the all-time scorer. Caitlin Clark is also already causing a jump in ticket prices for the WNBA's Indiana Fever, who has the first pick in the draft. And Clark did announce that she is going pro.
Oh, really?
Very exciting.
Because people were speculating that she would just stay and make
There's
more
been a
money.
lot of talk, but she will still make so much money.
Well, endorsements.
Yes, her WNBA salary is going to be crap.
Yeah.
But Nike's not going to abandon her, and
Right.
you know, all her other sponsors that she has, she's going to.
No, she'll make a killing in endorsements. That the thing is, like the WNBA, like what is the
Base pay.
highest paid player in the
I think they
WNBA
said
make?
she would make like $1 million max, right?
That's it.
Well, salary wise, I think the highest paid salary is like 200, just over 200,000, maybe 250,000.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's the highest paid player in
Yeah.
the WNBA.
But like her rookie deal will be around 80,000. That's her salary.
Oh my god.
Yeah. They said that she would max out at $1 million if
Salary wise?
Wow.
salary rise.
I would stay in college.
Well, that's what people were speculating, but like I said,
I'm saying from a money standpoint, I
no,
would
but her sponsors aren't going to leave her.
no, but I would take everything I could from college, then go on. You know what I'm saying? I would milk the situation I'm
And
currently
some people
in.
thought that she was going to do that, but she's an athlete at the end of the day. She's broken the all-time
Yeah.
record.
Sure.
It's on to the next challenge.
I like her,
And
too.
good, because the Fever are my favorite team, and I can't wait for her to be on the Fever.
And her press conference was cool. She was so humble and just
She is super humble
really
about the
nice.
whole thing.
Yeah, I
like when
like-
they were talking to her after the game, she wanted to talk about Iowa winning the game and how they like played
Yeah.
as a team and stuff. I like her a lot.
Yeah, she seems really cool. The CDC says Americans with COVID no longer have to isolate for 5 days. They set this new guidance for COVID and some other respiratory infections on Friday, and the new guidelines say that anybody with COVID can return to normal daily activity if they haven't had a fever for 24 hours
Oh, no
without
kidding.
the help of meds.
So you mean like anything else that you get?
Right, like your flu
anything
or your whatever, your stomach virus.
Right. And they urge people, of course, who end isolation, still wear a mask and limit any close contact with other people. So they
right.
say
But
that
you can go to normal daily activity.
Yeah.
after 24 hours without a fever. The CDC director said the goal is just to continue to protect those at risk and also reassure people that these recommendations are simple, clear, and easy to understand.
I feel like they're just trying to
Okay.
keep anything they can to keep COVID in the news,
I know, but this
right?
It feels that way, but I mean, new guidelines. You got to talk about it.
you do, but it also makes you
Well,
question
it
the old
means
way
that
we
it's
did
pretty
things
much
Sure.
going away.
where we destroyed the economy, destroyed
Yeah.
life as we know it.
Education for kids.
Exactly. The Oregon legislature, they passed a bill that would recriminalize the possession of small amounts
So
of drugs.
shocking.
So it was back in 2020.
Is it though? Because look, they tried.
They tried.
You know, like everybody's talking about. Well, you know, what we need to do is decriminalize these harder drugs.
Yeah.
And so Oregon's like, okay,
We'll
Let's do it.
yeah, and they did it.
That's true.
Right.
And,
And-
people were out and about doing meth.
And
Yeah.
go figure. That was maybe not the best idea.
It didn't work out. They tried it. Didn't work.
Yeah, Oregon has the second highest rate of substance abuse in the entire country, and they are ranked 50th for access to drug treatment. Oh, no.
That makes no sense.
So now the bill will go to the governor, who said she is open to signing it. And now it means that possessing small amounts of drugs like heroin or meth, that would make it a misdemeanor, and you could get 6 months in jail. And then police could confiscate drugs and then crack down on drug use on sidewalks and parks.
It just never made any sense to me when you're making an argument for like why people should be allowed to have heroin,
Something
meth,
hard.
cocaine on them, and it not be a thing.
Right.
That doesn't make any sense. Like I've not heard one argument.
Yeah. About
And
why that would be a good thing?
Yeah, and I've heard people, well, you know, because of the we're putting people in jail for. No, I understand all that, but I mean, what the effects on society and these people who are, you know, walking around with heroin and coke,
Right. How could
and the
that,
amount of people who end up, you know,
how could that be
addicted,
good?
who otherwise may not have had as easy access to it,
That's true.
Yeah.
you know, and then of course like the people that are committing crimes to get said coke,
Right. Oh, big time.
heroin, or end up on the streets because it ruined their life.
Yeah.
They lost their job, they lost their family.
They lost
I
their
mean,
mind.
And yeah, and then you know there's a huge homeless problem, a lot of places, but especially Portland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Insane.
Portland's really messed up.
You know, Portland is a different place. I lived there in '97, and it's a completely different place.
It used to be
in so many
clean.
in so many ways.
Yeah.
So nice. So mellow. Let's end with some foot news for Raven.
Oh, good.
We got foot news.
Yes.
Give me all the foot news you got.
This
Greg.
is bizarre foot news, and there is video, which I know you want to watch.
Yeah.
So, Deer Creek High School in Oklahoma, they're under investigation.
Oh, I saw this.
After this assembly that they held. It was called Clash of the Classes.
Okay.
And the assembly was actually part of a fundraiser for a local cafe that hires people with special needs. So it sounds great.
Okay.
Yes, right?
Good cause.
You support this, right, Raven?
I do.
Okay.
Excellent. So
Yeah,
during
keep
this
listening.
assembly, which again, on video,
Yeah.
there's a group of teenagers licking the feet and the toes of this other group of kids who had smeared peanut butter on their feet.
What
They're
is
just,
happening?
they're licking it off.
It's a contest, Raven.
So the superintendent says they're now investigating this toe-sucking tournament, and they call it disgusting and inappropriate.
I call it full-on Hain.
They've
I couldn't tell if it was chunky or just regular because
I would
it wasn't a
assume
good
it'd
photo.
be smooth.
I think for licking purposes,
Yeah.
you want
Yeah.
creamy.
There was so much blurriness because of
Right,
underage.
they blurred out their faces,
Ah.
and they've apologized to all the parents, but so far no word on the status of
But
that
how much money did they
investigation.
raise for the cafe?
Yeah, a ton.
It was like over, I think it was like 500,000, something like that.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
It was
no
a
harm,
lot.
no foul, man.
Wow.
Right, it was a lot. Nobody got hurt. Nobody forced the kids to lick
Yeah.
or be licked.
They got to enjoy peanut butter,
I mean,
which is delicious.
I'm traumatized just from hearing about it.
But at the same time, like they didn't think this was going to be an issue. Like nobody was going to say anything. Like
Right.
yeah,
And now there's
and that nobody was going to shoot video of it and post it.
Right. And now, like, even national political figures are weighing in. This is disgusting.
Oh no,
God.
not
Well-
political figures.
Slamming on.
look, the backlash is going to be over the top
It will.
and ridiculous as well. But at the same time, to think that this is going to be able to fly under the radar, you got a bunch of kids sucking toes
I know.
Peanut butter
and
on
licking
them.
feet.
But weren't they worried about political figures?
Yeah, weren't
Yeah.
they concerned about the political figures?
Yeah,
What
I
do
mean, I think it's
political
funny.
figures have to
Apparently
say?
not. There were so many figures involved
I
now.
know.
You know?
Like if they were like a radio show, nobody'd care.
Right.
Right.
But it's a school, see?
Right. And, now
Well, and
all the
nobody's
figures
thinking of the children.
Yeah.
who wanted to do this.
All right.
That's what's happening.
All right. Thank you very much, Greg Gorey.
Yeah.
It's the Woody Show.
The Woody Show. Back in a bit. Back in a few. Be right back.